Hi there, and thank you so much for coming. We're here to talk about breakfasts, and that it is one of the more important meals of the day. You should be starting off right, and it can be easy, convenient, tasty, and plant-based as well, which is essentially healthy for you.
Yep. And all the foods that we'll be cooking here today are available at the grocery store, and they're foods that you're familiar with, and we're just going to be preparing them in a healthy, hopefully convenient method so that you can incorporate some of these, whichever ones that you feel that you like the best, into your daily routine. Lisa, what are some of the benefits of eating a good breakfast? And some of the foods that we're going to be using today are like whole grains.
Absolutely. The truer you can get to the food source, like the less processed that it is, the better it is for your body. You can assimilate it right away. Kids test better when they have breakfast, so therefore you can be thinking a little bit better, feeling a little bit clearer.
And there's no chemical additives or excess processing.
Yeah, it's not processed,
right,
which you really don't have any control over what it is that you're taking in. So this is direct. You absolutely see it's a whole food. It's a grape. It's a piece of spinach. So you know what's going on and what's going on.
Oats. That's our whole grain for today, right?
Outstanding, yes.
Yeah, and we hear a lot about oats on TV. They're always saying oats are healthy for your
It's a
heart.
time-honored breakfast starter.
Yeah.
And oats actually have a lot of really good things in the
Colon cancer, that's right,
as well.
colon cancer.
And that oatmeal has a specific type of
Fiber,
Yep,
right.
it's called.
It helps lower cholesterol. I have some information here from a study that says there's a 1% drop in serum cholesterol for every 3 grams of fiber. If we can take in fiber on a regular basis, you can see a 1% drop in serum cholesterol, which translates up to a 2% decrease in the risk of developing heart disease. So that's pretty significant.
And 3 grams isn't quite a lot. The typical American diet, I believe, only consists of 10 to 15 grams of fiber, and the suggestion is actually
and these pancakes I make for myself. I like them a lot, and you can make them in advance and cook up a batch and then stick them in the refrigerator and then just reheat them in the morning in your toaster oven or your microwave. So they have some really simple ingredients. 5 ingredients.
I can put that on my hand.
And one of them is water. So it's pretty easy. And we're gonna start off with a banana. 2 cups of, these are old-fashioned oats. So these have more of the oat bran as opposed to the quick oats. 1 3/4 cups of water, pretty often for my family. And then we're going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla, and that will help enhance the flavor a little bit. A pinch, and the salt is really there just to bring out the flavor of the vanilla and the bananas. And we want to get this about the consistency of traditional pancake batter. And you can get 4 really good sized pancakes out of this mixture.
And since it's a whole food, it's actually pretty filling.
Yeah.
It seems like it's not a lot of food, but it's pretty nutrient dense.
And you kind of want to watch those just like you would a regular pancake, where when it starts to form some bubbles on the top, then you're going to, and it'll get a little bit brown around the edge. So while that's cooking, we're going to go on and start our fruit syrup. And we're going to offer this fruit syrup instead of having a maple syrup, because it has less sugar.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to take 1 can of apple juice concentrate, and I'm going to take 1 can of water instead of the 2 cans that are listed on the directions. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You could use cornstarch or arrowroot, and our pancakes are already starting to get a little bit brown. So I like to try to have some fresh fruit for breakfast if I can. Do you eat fresh fruit?
Oh, absolutely. Particularly in the smoothies, that's usually how I get my fresh fruit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
to have them on top of the pancakes is actually really yummy.
Yeah, it's really yummy. So I'm mixing up the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch into the cold water that I poured in the can so that it doesn't form any lumps. And then I'm going to add that to the apple juice that's in the pot. And we're going to want to heat that up and bring it to a full boil. And it'll get thick, just about the consistency of the maple syrup.
Use a little flip. If they're ready.
Yeah.
go straight.
Great.